Hello, hello. Welcome to Going with the Flow episode. Yes, number 10. I'm Trisha.
I'm Marisa, and we have guests.
We have guests. We have a full lineup today. We have one topic, and we're going to be super excited about it. So we've got three really good friends here today, and we're going to let them introduce themselves. But the topic for today is dating later in life, right? So we're all, past our 30s, past our 40s, into our 40s. And so we're going to talk about dating because a lot of people have been writing on social media or texting Marisa and I, and they want to know about dating. Okay. So
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we're going to start with Jennifer. Jennifer, you are in healthcare marketing. Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, Jennifer, as Trisha mentioned, and I have been in the healthcare industry for quite a while now. You would think that after I got divorced, I would need a doctor, but that just didn't happen. So, I have been divorced for 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. Dated for 7 years. Then
Dated someone exclusively.
yes, exclusively for 7 years. Yes, exclusively for 7 years, and then broke that off. Been single for 2 years. So yeah, that's how I'm at in life.
Going through life changes. Your kids are growing up. You're figuring out you got one out the door, one out of the empty nester in about 3 years. So
Yep.
absolutely. All right. And taking center court here is our good friend Regina. Regina, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Regina Silva. I'm actually a single mother of two. I'm officially an empty nester. My son is in college, plays college baseball, and then my daughter has graduated high school. I'm owning a health insurance or a health agency called Select Silva Agency here locally, and love what I do. Been single for 2.5 years. Loving it. Actually, it's been a little crazy.
Yeah, it's been a ride. Right. Yeah, for sure. How long were you married?
I was married for 18 years. 22. Yeah, I've been married pretty much my entire life. And now I'm like this little girl in the candy store right now, trying to figure out, okay, how do we do this now?
Right.
Because
How to navigate your next chapter.
exactly,
Right.
exactly. So it's definitely been a whirlwind of knowledge for me, being new to this scene. So I'm thrilled to be here with amongst you ladies, and it's just really cool that we can talk about it. As I've been wanting to do this forever since day one. So thank you for having me.
You're very, very meeting her for the first time today, and she's absolutely lovely.
Yes.
So happy.
She's the first one here, arrived early. I was so proud of her because Regina's not usually my early bird. So
I don't got sleep. I was so excited.
And of course, last but certainly not least, a guest that is familiar with the podcast. She's been on before, Sandy with Selena Botanica. So Sandy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, Sandy Garza, I have been divorced about 2 years. Was married for 7, but in the relationship for almost 15 years.
Yeah.
So, I, like you and you, this is all new at this age, and it's difficult. I'm struggling. All right. And different. I'll be the first to be honest that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know if I don't know. I'm just kind of playing it and playing by ear and to see how things roll.
Yeah.
But I will say, I fill the gaps. And I have my children, which are all grown adults. And so, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Work, and I got another little job that I do on the side now. And so
Good balance. Yeah, balance.
I'm sorry. It is about balance. And that's what I'm trying to do. Just balance my life.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to say a little something really quick. I want to thank each of you for being here today and for being open and vulnerable. I believe that many of our viewers watching today are someone that's just like us. Okay. And maybe it's somebody that might be interested in you, or somebody, more importantly, that's in your situation. Right. And so what I do want to say is that this group of ladies here, because that's what we are ladies. And as I said, we are dating later in life. We're not about hookups. Okay. So this is not going to get into like the hookup, one night stand business. That's not who we are. We are very transparent and we're going to be honest and we're going to be ourselves. And if you like it, great. And if you don't, you can just fast forward. So that's how we're going to be. And I think Manis is going to kick us off with a few questions to get the conversation going.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to our wonderful ladies here. And are you on any dating apps? And are you on them for love, lust, or just to see what's out there?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I am on Hinge.
Okay.
Haven't been on a dating app for 8 years, and it's very different. So I had to kind of ask around, like, what's a good one? What's the hookup one? Like Trish said, I'm not all about that hookup thing either. But honestly, I was kind of like hesitant to do it, and then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do it. My son's going to college. I'm going to just check it out, try it out. No high expectations.
And you
Let's just see what's out there.
knows you're on the app.
Oh, they both know I'm on the app. They actually joke about it all the time.
Is that the only app you're on? And is that the only app you've been on before?
So that is the only app I am on now.
Okay.
Before I was on Tinder,
Okay.
which is where I met my ex-boyfriend, previous relationship. And I've heard it's pretty now.
Yeah.
Not like it's more about the like in the past. Yeah, it's more about the hookup.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go the Tinder route.
Okay.
So but yeah, there's some really good looking guys, but then I feel like maybe I'm gonna be catfished or something. So
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Catfish is a real thing. So
yeah, no, I'm just really on it just to see where it takes me. Just going with the flow.
Yep, exactly. Okay. How about you, Miss Regina?
So I am also on Hinge. I didn't really want to go on it, to be honest with you. I hear nothing but crap. You know, when you're a businesswoman like myself or like we are, I feel like I'm not knocking San Antonio because I know it's bad everywhere, but it's very hard to find good quality men that actually have their shit together, that have morals and values, good character. It's hard. And I'm not bashing men because it's the same on the women's side also.
Absolutely.
So, but I did go on Hinge. I thought, okay, I'll try it out. I'm on there currently, but it's been a lot of chit chat, wasted time. I forget to check it half the time. And then I go back and there's like 6 or 7 messages on there. And I'm like, oh, well, shit, you know, but it's just been weird. It's been a weird, I really haven't had luck with it, to be honest. And I'm not on there for my ego, lust, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm actually just curious because maybe, just maybe, I can find that little nugget out there. I don't want to give up everything. I always tell, like, even my kids and my team, you won't know until you try. Right. So for me, that's why I'm on there.
Real quick before we get to Sandy, did both of you feel that like it was just time to get on an app?
Well, I mean, I have a social life. You know, I go out. I was part of the Rafael coordinating for Rena Linda. And I was like, oh, I'm going to meet a guy. There's going to be all these socialites out there. Yeah, nothing. They were all married or just too short for me because I'm going to be honest.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm trying to be 6'1" or taller. I really am. Trying to go up, but
you.
it is what it is. I can still.
You live in San Antonio in my little 5'1" body.
But I'm trying to be open-minded and still be like, you know what? If I can make more male friends and just go out, have a good time, then I'm down for that.
You're looking to expand your network.
Absolutely.
And if love happens, great. But you're not getting it with the intention of like, oh, I'm going to find. If it happens, it happens. Right. Okay.
Right.
So Miss Sandy.
So I'm gonna.
She's always going to do a cute one out.
So my situation is a little different. I'm actually not on any dating apps, and the reason I think I'm not is because I tell, my friends, Trisha, I'm like, it seems like it's a lot of work. I'm like, I don't want to be on dating apps I work enough.
Yeah.
I have a job and then I have a side job and then I have a house and I'm like, it's just, my days really do go by really fast. And so I'm not on an app, but I'm just thinking there's got to be ways to make friends, right? I don't know what that way is, but and I know I've had multiple friends that you got to get on an app. No, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I want to do the app thing, but I just don't know how else do you go about it.
Right.
So I want things to kind of happen organically, Am I wishing too hard for that? I don't know, but it's scary for me.
Sadie, as I've said a couple of times, I am happy to get on the app and be here. I think that's one of our questions later. So, okay. So so stay tuned. Yeah. So let's give one. Okay. So because y'all brought it up, let's get another question out there. So do you judge your profiles? How do you pick people? Because you do pick people too. Like when we're out, you and I'm like, he's cute. You're like, oh, he's cute. Like, how's someone cute? How is somebody interesting? They have to be tall. I've already heard that for you. What else? What else do you look?
She said for sure.
I do look at their education, like, because they have, like, what university they went to. And of course, I've seen some like UT Austin or works for the government or like, oh, okay. Even the ones that are below 60.
Yeah.
But
Is your biggest hang up? Is because it's a hang up, I feel like the way you're saying it. Is it the height? I know, because you're a tall girl. So, I mean, people I know that you've dated, they've always been shorter than you. Jen.
I know. That's what I'm trying to.
That's your kind of feeling value. Like you think you need a tall person that might give you better luck down the road, maybe. But okay, not. And would you date somebody who doesn't have a degree?
If he is well spoken and him and I can see eye to eye and so forth, then absolutely. Because there's plenty of people out there with an education that are brilliant.
Right. So the only judging book by the cover that we do is kind of on the height side, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Regina?
I'm kind of in the same boat, but I'm not gonna like my exes were 5'10", 5'11". So, but it is refreshing, I will say, because the few dates I've been on with the men that are 6 feet or taller, it was really nice.
Yeah.
I can wear my heels. I don't feel like Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise scenario. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like I just something about a real man to hold you.
Yeah.
That's what I miss. I miss that. So I love that. And then also just the whole thing about the dating apps. You were asking about, I think, the catfishing and all that. I've experienced a lot of that.
We're going to talk about that.
We didn't know. So you don't know like where these guys are from, really. I mean, you don't know if you're talking to an AI with AI that's out right now.
Right.
That's a big issue
That
now
is so-
going on.
That's a whole nother world, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That into the
As far as the education, honestly, for me at this age, I'm not looking to take care of anybody.
Mhm.
I really just want somebody, a man, a good character.
Okay.
And if he has a job, God bless him.
Yeah.
It's like,
Awesome.
I know that sounds really cliche, but you'd be surprised. A lot of these men, and I do come across the young ones, I feel like they want you to take care of them. And I'm like, I'm not here to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
your mama.
no,
Back in the 90s, we called it
like-
scrubs, right?
Yeah.
We didn't want no scrubs.
Yeah.
We don't want no scrubs. That's right.
So I've been told that I can be intimidating, not in a bad way. It's not anything I'm doing, but it's because of where I'm at in my life. Right. I have my shit together. I've got my kids going off to college. I've got my house, and these are material things. That's not what makes the person. But I know what I want. I know what I need. And it's just hard to find a man that's going to be secure enough to be able to be the man that I need him to be, where he's okay if I go out with my girlfriends or go on a girly trip.
Absolutely.
Or not be like, insecure about that. And that's what I had to face for numerous years when I was married. So I can't have that. I need a confident man for sure.
Oh my gosh, I think you just hit on something. Being a secure individual is very important for me.
Absolutely.
You have to have an individual that is secure, because you're right. We are women at a certain age that we're ready to go into the next chapter of life. We've done everything already, and we just need somebody that's secure and that understands, hey, you know what? This is a partner. It's a partnership, and we got to be able to have those times where, hey, you know what? I'm going on a getaway with my friends, and that individual be okay with that.
Right.
And respect.
And respect. It's all about a lot about respect. Respect that, we are who we are, and that we can be,
We're equals.
we're equals, and that we can trust that, if you want to go do something, or I want to hang out with friends, or we can bring them along. All of those pieces play a big part for me, even though I'm not on an app or anything like that. But I think that when and if I ever find somebody, those are two big things for me,
Right.
that have to be in the mix. Have to.
Fantastic. This is great dialogue. I think all of our viewers are going to appreciate these insights. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Cheers. Cheers. Hello. We are back and we're going to do a little shout out to my girlfriend Meg over at Dry Bar where I get my hair blown out.
Get your hair
She's so cute. She gave Marisa my little triple sack. It's a 3-in-1 drink, but for your hair. And well, we can spray and drink it. Yeah. Thank you, Meg. I love you. You're so awesome. And of course, I love the Dry Bar. All right, we're back to dating later in life. Marisa, take it over and get us in a new direction.
We're going to talk about something that I think a lot of us know about, especially with a lot of the shows that have now on Netflix regarding catfishing. And catfishing is the act of creating a false identity online, usually on social media or dating apps, to deceive someone. So, talk to me about catfishing. Does any one of you have experience with that? You know, there's different forms of catfishing. There's financial, there's the looks, there's the lying.
Can I say, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, I just want, I said I wasn't on a dating app, but that's one of the reasons why I'm afraid to get on the dating app. That really is one of the main reasons, because I feel like it's a lot of work to try to figure out whatever's being said on these apps, whether they're real or not. How do you know? We talked a little bit in the break about AI. You just don't know. It's so hard. So that's scary to me. And I don't know how many people out there are in the same boat that I am, are afraid to do some of these things, because I really think that there's people out there just wanting to deceive individuals.
There are. Yeah, and what I don't understand is how you can give your money. So
I know. So free.
You're not really comfortable or sure about.
Yeah. But Marisa and I watched this Netflix one, and I mean, we were just like texting each other. We're like, why does she keep giving him money? It was so bizarre.
Bizarre.
And
that's bizarre. It's bizarre.
I mean, and the same guy, his photo, the guy who did it, he actually ended up being gay. Yeah. And he was like, they found him, and he's like, his photo. It trailed back like all the way to like Africa or some days, right? I mean, he was hot. He was very hot as hell. Yeah, for sure.
One of the things I see a lot on these apps is like you already know that they're going to be fake, because if they're asking for, what is it, the Telegram or your WhatsApp?
There, right? Where's that? Boom. Okay, it's Telegram. Like,
Like this. That's like, hello. I'm like, well, why don't you have IG or Facebook or Well, no, it's easier. And they like try to push you to download these apps, and I'm like, I said, I'm not going to be downloading that. And you got these guys that I don't understand. If you're on a dating app, why would you post every one of your pictures with sunglasses on? Oh, like, I want to see your face.
I'm not even on dating. I wear my sunglasses at night so I can
Like, it gets old. I'm like, dude, take the damn glasses off. I can see your face.
Right.
Because the glasses can hide a lot, as we all know.
You know what? I'm not on the dating apps, but of course, like Jennifer, like, show me what you got. Show me who you're looking at. And when I build Sandy's profile, I'll do the same thing.
When I build her profile.
But I mean, like, some of these, I get it. You're supposed to do it, but I just find it odd that you take a picture of yourself and you post it on your, you know what I mean? Like,
do them, and I get people, and I do it. I feel like it's a brief EURs for me, but if I'm with somebody, obviously I'm not going to be posting selfies, but why I do it, I've been asked, like, Gina, love it. It gives me inspiration. It's mostly my girlfriends. They're like, they motivate me. I go to the gym today because of you.
That's awesome.
Whatever. And you know what? When you've been married as long as I have, and you had your entire life, you've been beat down so bad. That to me is like, I'm living my best right now. Like, I feel good. I'm a little overweight right now, but I'm like, hey, you're on the trip. I'm being arrogant. It's not being arrogant. It's like, you know what? I feel good. I got the color on today. I got the fit, everything. It's a sense of pride within yourself.
Hey, you are the lady in red. We talked about
you're
that.
Glowing, and when you feel that inside as a woman, you exude that energy in the room. When you walk right in that room, you command that presence. Absolutely. And it's just boom, baby. It's on. It's on.
I love it. Yeah, well, no, see, and selfies. And I always say that. It's just, it's weird. I guess, I don't see a lot of men do selfies. No, but you have to. You have to for this. So I get it.
Okay, so can I just say, well, I don't know. Okay, I agree 100% with you because I think also I'm at that point in life where I'm the best. I feel better,
right?
I'm looking better. I've lost weight. It's the best version of myself in years, right?
Right.
And I'm really feeling good about how I feel inside.
And you have a voice.
And I have a,
And then hurt.
yes, exactly. And so I think that when we start to talk about, the selfies, it's just, hey, I feel great today. This is what I'm looking,
Or the sunshine.
Exactly. But then on the flip side, I kind of sometimes think, I've seen some like men put these, but they're always like, one day I saw this stuff because, the algorithms. Yeah. The algorithms, right? And so I was like, ooh, they're always at the gym. That was another thing. I was like, what is it about that? Yeah, the gym.
Joey's are going to have to tell us.
I think Joey's laughing over because something. But they were always at the gym. I was like, ugh, I don't know. That's just me. I haven't gotten, I think, to that point yet, but I'm trying to figure this out.
You're not there yet.
I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to figure out this whole being who I am at this age and life situation. So I'm inspired by you girls.
No, I'm standing by. I think it's amazing that, we're all sitting here today and all in our careers and everything doing well for ourselves. And I didn't mean to cut you off, Jen. Sorry, I'll get right back. But I just want to say one thing too. If you look at our generation, the Generation Xers,
yes,
we got it going on.
We do.
Go on. And I'm not just saying this because I literally have I'll talk to young guys, older guys, doesn't matter.
Right.
The young ones even tell me, the older ones even tell me, they're like, I don't know what it's about these young girls. They don't know what they want. They'll take care of themselves. They're busy. But it's a different vibe with the Gen Xers. We were latchkey kids growing up. We had to fend for ourselves. We know how to get out of trouble. We know how to be independent. We're survivors.
Problem solvers.
We're not selfish.
Yeah.
We're givers. We're buffers.
Sometimes we give too much because I get a HUD's broken, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to tell you, Sammy, even though I'm on this, I can relate to what you're saying because honestly, I'm still in that position where I'm trying to make myself better health-wise.
Everything.
I want to be comfortable again with everything, right? And then, of course, there is the guy that goes, oh, hey, beautiful. I'm like, oh, yay. I'm like, get our pee and stuff. Yeah. So, but then if it gets a little too much, I'm like, yeah, X, you're doing way too much. Overkill. Yeah.
You know what, though? Even though Monty and I aren't in the dating scene, we can totally relate. I mean, I'll tell my husband how I look today, and he's like, you look nice. And I go, nice. I brought it on today. What the heck?
Right. I think it goes back to just being a woman and the whole femininity, part of it. I mean, we may be strong, all of us here in this room, have a purpose, and all of us are strong individuals, right? And we're strong women, right? And we know what we want. But we still have that side that we want.
You have the soft side.
We have the soft side. Right.
It's like this. I forget the names of these two girls I saw. I love them. And I posted it over and over again. It's one of my favorites. She's like, we don't want the guy to go back there and kill the alligator for us. We just want the guy to just be like, hey, babe, I got this. We're going to go here to Vegas, blah, blah. We're going to make the decisions.
Vegas is decision.
Plan it. Thank you. I thank you for
not stressing about where you're going to go, what movie you're going to watch. You just go.
I'm not asking for a kiss ass or anything.
No. I know, because then that becomes over.
Making you relevant.
Well, and you know what, Regina, and I was just dirty on it. I love being on it. I love wearing the dresses and feeling. I love being subservient to the right man.
Yeah, sure.
To the right man. That's the key. It's not to the deadbeats and the wrong men, which I haven't chosen wisely. I struggle with that word. So she struggles.
It's not in my dictionary. I know what you're saying. I know. Listen, I didn't have
be in boss mode all the time.
Absolutely.
I just want him to make decisions and be like,
no, I am with you. I am with you 100%. No, I know what you meant. I that word.
Well, you know what? And it's funny because you just have a church. Yeah, so I. So let me just bring this up. Okay, we're individuals that are single, and you just used the word subservient. How do you balance that with you guys are married? Okay, I know you're not subservient. So what are you doing? So, you know what I'm saying? So, let's look at that as well. Marisa, I love Damien. He's awesome. I've known him for forever and a day.
I talked about you the other day.
I do.
Known his sisters from high school.
From high school. I
You know what he said about you the other day? This is honest. I'm taking it right out of his nap. He said Sandy was always the nicest of all of my sister's friends.
You know what I'm saying? It's like there's always this balance that we have to, and God forbid we tilt the scale in the wrong way, because if not, we're damaging egos, or we're not saying enough of something, or one way or the other. And so we as strong women always have to keep this balance, and it's exhausting sometimes. And so, unfortunately,
Want to let go and be free.
I hear you on that. It's definitely true.
it's so hard to keep that balance.
I didn't mean to be like,
No, I knew
I
what you
meant
meant.
it in a good, healthy
Of
way.
course you
To
did.
the point when you're single and you're running a business, you're doing your thing, you're taking care of the kids, you're getting pulled in all these directions and all these roles, and I just want to do like this.
Exactly.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yes.
Okay, let me read you something that my husband said for the podcast. It's called Dating Guidance. Women sleep with whom they want. Men sleep with who they can. Remember that. Men marry whom they want. Women marry whom they can.
Wow.
Also remember that. Men want women more than they need them. Women need men more than they want them. You want her, she needs you. You are the prize. Act like one.
Even when I'm on the dates that I'm on, like if I want to be with somebody that doesn't date, and again, I'm not being there yet. Please don't take me like that. But I'm not, there's a lot of women out there looking for the gold digger. Let's just face it.
Absolutely.
And that's fine. That's their thing. That's
That's a decision that they make.
That's what's important that they write in their life. For me, I'm just looking for the man of good character. And if I want to be with you, it's actually because I actually really want to be with you.
Right.
There's a difference there when a woman can say that to somebody and not feel like they have to get something out of it, as far as like material or
Whatever the case may be.
or I can live on by myself and be perfectly fine. There's a lot of peace in my home, but it's refreshing to know that if I want to be with you, as long as you realize that, that's powerful.
Yes.
And there's not a whole lot of women that can say that.
You're absolutely right, because I've always said I may want you, but I don't need you. There you go. There's a difference. Yeah, there's a difference. And I want you. I don't need you.
Right.
So I think the sooner that a man can understand what that truly means, then you're going to have a true partnership.
The men want it too.
I think so.
It's vice versa too. I'm not here to male bash or be that, because it's on both sides. Women feel the same way. Men feel the same way.
Right.
I've had multiple conversations, multiple different ages. It doesn't matter. And I have, people say, Regina, you got to go for the older ones. But in my opinion, for me, my personal thing, I like the younger, because I have a lot of energy, and no offense. And this is put me to a bag on. Exactly. Yeah. I am very high energy. So if I have a man that's my age, he's got to keep up. And if you're not taking care of yourself, and I'm not being,
I
doesn't have to be a 10. I'm not a 10.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Keep up
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Have a lot of high energy. That's why I go for younger. For some reason, I don't know why, but I dwelled into that. And
Was your husband younger than you?
no, he was 5 years older.
Wow.
But he does.
But that's telling then.
Yeah. But he still looked young for his age. I know. Now, yes, awful.
But you just touched on what I saw. But you just touched on something. There's almost like a double standard there.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's like a double standard there, because you just mentioned, I need you to be able to take care of yourself. We're expected to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's
in
true.
society even.
Yeah.
We're expected to
That
say
is so true.
and so the double standard there is what I struggle with on a regular basis, and I may be losing weight or being active or running or doing what I want, but I'm doing it because it feels good for me. I'm not trying. I'm not doing it for anybody else but for myself. If the result is having lost some weight and looking the way I look, or whatever the case may be, and being more confident, then you know what? So be it. What's wrong with that?
Right.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes we're judged by this societal, whatever that says women need to be it. Oh, well, you know what? She just doesn't take care of herself. Oh, well, what are you doing? I mean, she's overconfident. And, and it's like, so you're playing this game all the time. And I'm like, it's exhausting.
It is.
Yeah. And you know what? And when people and men start to realize that we're doing these things, you're doing what you do what you do, I do what I do. For me, that's it.
We did what we did.
Jane, a lot of women, we're givers and we're nurturers.
Yes.
And it's in our innate ability to do that. And I think I've talked to a lot of women. They're married. Some aren't. A lot of them put themselves in the back. To the back burner.
Right.
And I'm like, why are you doing that?
Why are you doing that?
I wish I could look like, Regina.
You can.
And I always tell them, you can. You can. Don't ever, you are the ship. Remember that.
Yep.
You're the ship. When the ship goes down, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's okay to be selfish a little bit.
Yes.
And I don't even like to use that word because
But it's okay.
everybody should be able to nurture themselves and take care of stuff.
Yep.
And I'm not just talking about
Self-care.
bulking out now, putting on makeup. I'm talking about in all areas, spiritually, emotionally, everything.
Well, you know what though?
People forget
You
that.
need a good tribe around.
She's just going to say,
Because Marisa and I, even though we're the married ladies in the group, we have that, I'm like, no, girl, you got to do this for you. Put yourself first. And she'll come right back at me. Well, you too. And so, I mean, having your tribe and knowing truly who your tribe is, right? Because we all have friends.
Yes.
We all have acquaintances. We all have people we know.
Yeah,
But your your tribe is tight. It's tight.
And I will say, like Trish, we have a group. She has a group, and she calls it Trisha's Tribe. And I feel honored to be part of that. I feel honored to be part of that tribe because she sends us these little affirmations that there's days where I wake up and I have a very stressful and demanding, profession and job. And so I hit the ground running at, 7:00 in the morning, my phone starts blowing up. And so what I do is like I may not see it at 7, but I saw it at 8:30 when I've already had 15 things happen. And I see that I'm like thinking, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It reminds me, it puts me in perspective. I'm thinking, hell yeah, Trish, you know what? I needed that at that time.
Well,
Because
yeah. So a girlfriend of mine who's part of my tribe, Heidi, she gave me a deck of cards and they're called Affirmations of Badass. And she gave it to me for my birthday. And so I created this Trisha's tribe. I said every day, because there's 365 cards, I have not done it every day, but I go to it when I need it. And so I sent this last Thursday. It's almost been a week.
Yes.
And it says, my unique spirit brings shit tons of light to the world.
Yeah. That. And yes.
All right. So we're back. Third part of episode number 10. Okay, so we've been talking a lot. We're gonna change things up just a little bit and do a sneak can. So Joey, come on in.
I'm not in the sneaks because today we had Texas Hold'em themed free service day. So I had to go in my cowboy gear. So I'm wearing my cowboy boots. Texas sneaks. Texas sneaks.
Tigers on. Got him at Nordstrom. Regina?
I got these in Miami, my first pair of dunks. So my kids helped me pick her name.
Lady in
I love them. I got the Zumba.
Barisa. She got every samba and every color. So my favorites are what are over here are the Deborah Bird. Those the ones that I chose. If you watched our video earlier. Okay, so we're back to dating later in life. So girls, let's kind of just wrap this up. Apps aren't all that they are about to be, right?
No.
And we got to be careful with catfishing. We got to be careful with AI, right? I think all of us are looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love. Okay, so apps not be for you, right? But what we've done here is we've created the conversation. We've created the space. I think we just introduced 3 new friends to one another.
Amazing.
We can hang out, right? Yes. Amazing women, strong, powerful.
Yeah.
And, we can continue this conversation if our friends and followers want to hear more about this. But tell us what you're looking for today. If you are looking for something, a person, what is that? What is that body? Jennifer.
So I'm not looking for my person just yet. And if it happens, right? Right now I'm concentrating on me. I'm concentrating on getting my kids to college. I'm concentrating on my volleyball student athlete, work, and just getting my life more in order so that when that person does come around, it's simple. Like synchronicity is the best ring. So, and again, if there's that person that wants to take me out, wine me and dine me, which I don't think that really exists anymore, but that's fine also. Just other than yeah,
Like to say no.
just go and hang out, and just meet new people. So I'm totally down for that.
I get this asked all the time. So Regina, what are you looking for? So Regina, what are you looking for? So Regina, what are you looking for? It's not that easy, to be honest, because honestly, I'm not a very difficult person. I'm not high maintenance. Right now, I'm like Jen. I'm focusing on my business, my kids, and traveling. So if I can't find that companion, because that's what I'm looking for, I'll never say I'll never get remarried because I never want to say never, right? But it's going to take a long ass time for me to probably ever get remarried again. If I got to be with that person, it's going to be like a Goldie Hawn Kurt Russell relationship.
I'm on the same boat. I'm just working on myself. I'm trying to just make sure that whatever happens, God's right. I was, I've always had faith. I'm not a religious person, but I've had faith. And so whatever faith I have is strong within me. And I just feel the same way. I'm like, God's going to put somebody in my path somewhere, somehow. And I don't know when that's going to be. And when it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But my thing is that I just want to make sure that I have an individual who can be, like you said, confident and secure and making sure that both of our needs are being met. And so I'm on his time. I agree with you 100%. I'm on his time. And if nothing else, I have learned in the last 2 years, I've learned that I just have to be patient and that I just have to understand that there's a greater purpose. A lot of things have happened to me in the last couple of years, and I'm grateful to have the friends that I have because you're right. There's been days where my tribe has been the one
Or got you through.
that have gotten me through the days where it was just tough.
Yes.
There's been many days where I've called my tribe and I said, I'm having a really bad day today. Really bad day today. I need my tribe.
Yes.
And so I'm so grateful that I have friends that are saying, hey Sandy, we're here for you. What do you need? And they're without judgment.
That's what I love.
Sometimes we lose focus of our self-worth. And so that's what your tribe is there for, is to bring you back and to remind you about that.
You got it. That's a great way of putting it. Because he also acted.
Yeah.
We're all worth the value that we put in front of us. And so we cannot allow anybody or anything to bring that worth down,
Right.
as value that.
That's right.
And that's what I've learned as recent as very early.
Me too, girl.
Actually, just in the last couple of weeks, because I've learned that I have a value.
Yep.
And either you're going to be part of that or you're not. And it's done. You got to move. You got to figure it out.
The godly thing that we're talking about is there was the first guy that I met on Hinge, right? He was just wooing me, right? And then he was like, I don't think it's gonna work out. Never met him, right?
Right.
Well, then I found him on a page.
Oh yeah, Jennifer, I wanted to show you.
And I'm not trying to call, this page, but it's blank dating the same guy, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? This is really shady. Because when he told me the things that he told me, I was like, oh my gosh. God, I started thinking about, was I being really like that and the other, right? Well, then I look him up and he's been on there 5 times with all these different women. So then I thought about it, I was like, God, you're looking out for me. Yeah. They're looking out for me. I dodged the bullet. Joey knows about this one. I dodged the bullet and I'm good. Like, I'm good, You're watching out for me, even though I'm looking at this people.
I mean, it's disappointing, right? But
it was like,
you know what? Pick up in the road, little speed bump. Amen.
God made her stronger. This is one last thing that I'm going to say is that I've always told my kids, God puts you where he needs you.
And boom, the video and the audio went off. we had our first going with the flow technical difficulties. So we apologize. We're still new at this and we're trying to figure things out, but we hope that you really liked this podcast. If you want us to do it again, we're happy to continue the conversation with the three ladies we had or bring on some new people. We were nervous about today because we had a big panel and we wanted to make sure our mics were working, our computers were working. And so we messed up. All right, spank us. But have a great weekend and we'll see you next week on Going with the Flow.